Okay.
Hello, my name is Salome and I will be your guide. Guide service is free, we can get started.
Thank you.
It is the first private museum in Georgia. Everything here is made by only one person just. This person is Mr. Kemal Kurmanidze, who is the master of wood carving. And you will see inside our traditions and culture how people used to live all time in the end of the 19th century and the beginning of the 20th century. Batumi is tolerance city. Tolerance means we respect all of the religion. These temples are fact that we are a tolerant city and we live together peacefully. For example, Jewish people have synagogue here, Barbara and Nicholas Church, Orthodox churches, Armenian church, mosque for Muslims, last one is the Catholic church. All of them located in Batumi.
Yeah. This one mosque, yeah. This one church.
Is your old church Roman Catholic or how?
Excuse me?
Old church Roman Catholic or?
Roman, yeah.
The old dress.
And this is the Georgian map. Georgian map is divided into 15 regions. You see different regions. It is Achara region and our city Batumi. But capital and mother city is here. This is Tbilisi.
Tbilisi.
Yes. Different regions have different traditional clothes. A few lists we have here. For example,
Dress.
this is for the wedding dresses.
Yeah.
In this century, this decoration is for a gunpowder. In this century, they will put a gunpowder inside. Nowadays, it's just symbolized that we are warrior soul. We are warrior people. It is made by goat and sheep hair. They were using in the mountains to cover themselves. And sometimes they were sleeping inside as well with this specific head and other traditional clothes in this wall as well. Now we can continue. And it is a rich family, how rich family used to live in this century. They can buy expensive things abroad. From Iran, they had carpets, Romanian chairs, Russian samovari. It is a daughter-in-law in front of the mirror, and the girl must know different handicrafts, as you see in the wall, on the wall. And they will collect everything inside. In this case, when they get married, they will take in her husband's house like a gift. We still have this kind of tradition. Grandmother and child who is teaching how to read and write Georgian language. Gramophone, accordion, as you see, pipes as well for smoking. And also they must have gun collections. He is the leader of the family who is a soldier with the traditional clothes, and it's okay to ask questions, it's not test, it's just for fun. But we call it anzi. And what do you think? What is it for? To make a sound. Here we use it to drink a wine within it.
Ah.
Yes, for drinking
like
wine.
glass.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
it's
this
like
one
a
for
glass,
the.
and
Yeah,
we
I
drink
see
the
in
wine.
I
It's
see in the
anzi.
one movie, in the Viking movies.
Ah, yes, like a Vikings, yes. We drink a wine within it. Now we can It is a knitter corner. First 5 gloves is 120 and 130 years old. Long socks are 30 or 40 years old. And colors are made by natural plants, vegetables, flowers, minerals mixed into each other, and etc. It's a process of how we smash cotton like this, as you see in the picture here for the thread, and also carpets, how they were making carpets. It is one of the oldest carpet and item that we save in our museum. It was made 1812. And also, as I told you, girls must know how to do this kind of handicrafts. They start learning it 5 or 6 years old girls already preparing for it. That's why mostly you see the nature, flowers, deer, birds. Girl is a spiritual and inner world of the woman, and they will express themselves this way. Also, Ajarian traditional everyday clothes for women and for the men, as you see in the pictures as well. And it is for ironing the clothes, how they were ironing. And girl toy corner, how the girls used to play. They were using cradles, dolls, these handicrafts they were making for the dolls. Because they are future mothers, they must get married. And on the other hand, there is a boy toy corner, and wooden arrows, guns, knives. You put a stone to kill a bird, and for skiing, like a modern scooter, cattle fuel instead of ball, and different toys. Which one is your favorite if you use it?
I use this one when I'm small.
Ah, yes, with the birds, yes. It is a process of creation musical instruments. The panduri like a guitar, but it has a 3 string only. And the chiboni, Scottish and Irish people have similar like this. It is made by goat skin. It is kemancha, like a violin, yes. And its drum, we call it dol. And also there is our traditional warrior dance forumi. It's a motivational dance before the war. Men before go to the war for the motivation to return back like a winner. Can you call this kind of dance?
Nice. Wolf.
Yes. Different, we have a lot of rivers, lakes, mountains, so hunting and fishing always was part of our lives. Nowadays it's forbidden to hunt, and different animals also you can see, and it's there are real, and it's trap, open position, when we put its leg inside, closed. And trap for the small animals. And I have another question. What do you think? What is it for?
No, this one I don't know.
It's a kind of snowshoes. You put your shoes and walk on the snow. It's easy. You did not fall into the snow.
Yeah, for the snow.
You putting on your shoes and walk on the snow within it. It's very easy.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's the fishing corner. Different fishes. You will see here fishing nets and the weight. How they were weighting this kind of fishes. Goldsmith who made different jewelries with the specific ornaments on it. They were using mostly silver and gold. And they were making rings, earrings, necklaces, bracelets, belts, and etc. Which instruments they were using for it. Yes. And also there are minerals and semi-precious stones that are found within our territory. Most important one is this limestone tree. It was a tree, and 7 or 8 million years ago was a volcano spread, and because of the volcano, tree became a stone.
Yeah.
Yes. And because of the lava. And also, we can compare a rich family with a middle class family, how the middle class family used to live in this century. You can see smoked chicken, fireplace, cornbread, beans, Turkish dessert baklava, it's very popular here. And in this cradle, the founder of our museum, Mr. Kemal, grew up in this cradle. And baby, inside is only one position. It's getting tied with this green material. And women in this period of time, they were using this kind of shibaki. And what do you think? It is not for smoking.
Smoking, this one, people.
Why is it different if it's for smoking? You smoke less and more?
Or maybe tan.
To make a sound, they had a sound here. This is a kind of, I call it Georgian pampers, like a pampers for boys and for girls, like a catheter they were using. Every single cradle center there is a hole. You put shibaki inside. At the bottom of the cradle there is a jar. And pee goes there, like a catheter for peeing. This one was saving the time for a woman because they had a lot of work. It's a middle class family. They had a lot of work. With this shibaki, they did not change this material every single 10 or 15 minutes because baby gets wet every single 10 minutes. And they were saving time. It was very comfortable and practical for the woman. Maybe not for the babies, but for the woman it was. Now we can continue outside. It is not finished yet. It is the boat building process. They had separately boats for the lakes, blue one, river boat, sea boat, as you see in the pictures how they were using it, mostly for fishing and for transport, and process of how Mr. Kemal was making this kind of boats here.
Boats.
And it is the summer house they had in the mountains, and they were going for 3 months in the summer for preparing for the winter, and how they were making a milk products. Boy is making a cream, girl is making a cheese. This kind of dish they were using for a butter, to mix a butter, cattle shed for the cows, and goat place for the goats. Yes, now we will continue from here. It is the turner, how they were making different, for example, dishes to smash something inside, eat a food and soup bowls, how they were making it, different bowls, small tables. Water came here, because of the water this mechanism go around, and process of making it, and little piala, we were using to drink a wine.
Wine.
Yes, wine or arak or chacha, both of them. And I have another question. What do you think? What is it?
This one for the, I think for the room.
It's a door lock.
Door lock,
Yes. And this combination and code, only know the owner, nobody can open, because there are different combinations. It's locked. How you can guess what kind of key you need, what combination
you need the key.
You have here? Yes,
Show me.
the key. So it's a broken here, so I'm sorry. I use I help my hands. It's
no, it's okay, but this is the
from
key.
here.
If there is no, this one is not open.
Yes.
Yeah.
I help my hands.
Yeah. Okay.
Open.
No, it's okay.
And also wood carving process. Every single item is ornaments. They were using this kind of instruments to make it ornaments and symbols on the wood. And it is made by one piece of wood. It looks like an iron. It's one piece of wood means it is not 1, 2, 3, 3 connected to each other. You must carve inside and make one piece of wood. Yes. And also they were making symbols. It is a symbol, BORJGALO, name of our museum is BORJGALO, and this is a symbol of sun and symbol of Georgia, and yes, and our money and our passport has this symbol. Also, a process of making cradles and how
Yeah.
this shibaki works. You put inside for pee and this kind of little cradle to carrying baby
The baby.
outside. Yes. And also process of making a snowshoe.
The slow shoes, yeah.
Their sandals are made by skin. Process of making ropes here. And also producing dishes, how they're making kitchen items like spoons, baskets for cheese, how they're mix a butter and for corn.
Yeah.
And it is a process of making a baskets. For example, it is like a backpack.
Backpack, yeah.
Yes. And second one has a conus form because they were using to picking the fruit on top of the tree. And because of the conus form, it does not stuck branches of the trees and go down very easily. If you pick the fruit, it's stuck.
Yes.
And different houses you will see in our territory. It is a dwelling house they had in the land, summer house they had in the mountain. First floor where their animals were living, second floor where their people were living. 3 extra rooms is a toilet for men, for women, and for the guests. And also,
This
how they
room?
were making, it is houses that were built from Lazian people. Lazia is a kind of Georgian nation. Most of them they were living in Turkish territory during. And the first floor is made by brick. Second floor they were using different materials, wood and etc. It is the water mill. It's a real small maquette of the water mill. How they were making a flour. They were built near the river or near the waterfall. Water came here. Under there is a vehicle go around because of the water. And inside the water mill there is a rounded stone. 2 stones. You put the corn, it's mashed together for the corn flour. Process of making a corn flour.
Это самое главное изделие. Грузия это родина. И весь этот процесс происходит в Маране. Маране такой площадь место, где происходит.
Yes, this is the process of how they were hammering the horseshoe on the horse and on the bulls. Different way. For example, it is the horseshoe. Hammering the horseshoe on the horse is much easier because horse to his leg like this, it's easy. But hammering the horseshoe on the bulls, they need 3 persons. 2 who catch, third one who is hammering with himself. It's a kind of way to protect your animals so that it not get hard during the arable farming. Yes, because as you see in the picture, they were farming the ground, and in our village, most of them contains a lot of stones here. And during the arable farming, they were working on this kind of stones. And for them, this process is very hard working for them. So that's why they were using horseshoes. Now we will see. We will see agak here, how we make it. It is a process of how we distillate agak. Hot air go here in this pipe. Inside there is the cold water. It is the process of distillation, and drop it agak here, which is. And on the other hand, here there is, you will see process of making a wine. How we make a wine? Georgia is the first country that makes a wine. We have 8 grapes and nuts. Grape juice, we add a flour, and we have on a thread a nut or walnut, both of them we use it. Put it inside once or twice, and when it dries, it's ready.
So it's mixed only with the fruits.
Only with the
There
fruits
is no.
Also, most of them we use grapes, but also some people make it from another fruits juice as well. Yes. And we have a lot of tobacco fields and tobacco factories. Nowadays, of course not. It's a process of how we plant the tobacco, growing process.
Tobacco.
Yes, tobacco, dry and machine to cut it for smoking, or collect like this and we sell there in the big factories. Process of how we make honey. We have this kind of rounded hives. It's one piece of wood getting empty, like this, have another one to cover. Only one side there is a hole. To go be inside, makes honey came outside the path. And woman who is squeezed 100% natural wild honey.
Natural honey.
And also you see the outside as well, this kind of hives here. And saving a product, they were using 2 buildings, barn and granary. This granary was built 18 and 13, and this is for corn, nut or walnut, and for honey. They were saving here. And I have another question, the last question I have. There are 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every single corner is follow these circles. What do you think? What is it for? It's mixing. Every single corner has. It is the kind of barrier and trap for a mouse. How many times mouse try? They were falling down here. They cannot go up to eat a corn or nut.
For mouse.
Yes, for the mouse. Yes, that's why the letters are always far from the granary, not like this. And also, second way, how we make a corn flour. We are thrashing this flour like this, and the barn. It is a kind of refrigeration. It was built 1910 refrigeration because it's on the ground, and we save a product. It must be cold. And horsemanship. Sitting place is different. First one is for men, second one is for women because woman was wearing a big dress and was sitting one side, not like a man, only one side. Yes. And now we will see the waterfall. family inside, how it looks. In this triangle, you put a corn.
The
Corn
corn
came
there.
here in this hole. There is a rounded stone smashed together for the corn flour. How the process of how we make it. And waterfall, you can take a video with me.
Take a picture for me. Yeah, yeah.
Finally, where are you from?
Me, I'm from Morocco.
Morocco?
Yeah, for her, she's from Sri Lanka.
Wow, great. How did you get information about our museum?
Tourist guide.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
And this is the
Yes, sir.
founder of our museum, Mr. Kemal Turmanidze.
Nice to meet you, Mr.
Everything was
Kemal.
made by himself. And the date when he started making this kind of items, how he was making baskets, houses, temples outside, wood carving process, mannequins, boats, chuchkala, map in the entrance. These pictures are improvement that nobody helped it, of course, except the family, with this family support. And for the improvement, after this kind of picture, there is no questions that will he really do this
Really,
kind
it's
of
not easy.
items? Yes, it is not easy.
It's not easy.
I just translate. And workmanship was made 1918, 1984. It was represented 12 countries in the world and 3 times the different place. Also, this kind of auto-portrait in 1983, how he see himself in front of the mirror and make an auto-portrait. And also, our diplomacy girls medals and years of master of wood carving because we opened the first private museum. He's saving our culture, what he can record in this field in Georgia. And also close it with these ornaments, decorated fireplace with these pumpkin lights. But most important one also is this 4 item, this couch. There are 9,000 small ornaments, and Mr. Kemal spent 6 months to make it. And our traditional warrior dance khorumi, motivational dance before the war, symbol of sun and symbol of moon, symbol of Georgia, and name of our museum. And also the last part is different types of cups. We are going to drink a wine. These 2 cups is made by 1 piece of wood, as I explained, and we drink a wine with crossing hands. It is for agak. You cannot put it on a table. You must finish it and put like this. And also the third one is also made 1 piece of wood. When it makes a sound, it means you finish it. Like this. Yes. And we have a collection. There are people that came from different. There are a lot of people came from different countries.
Yeah.
We don't have any, for example, person who came from Morocco. So we have some things to. If you help us, we have people that came from 92 countries, and they give us some special. For example, their opinions and ideas about our museum. If it's okay for you, can you write it down? You are the first person who came from Morocco. Yes.
This Saudi.
Yes. Different countries there are people. And Mr. Kemal had a book within it. This kind of book, you see? Different people have what they are thinking about our museum. Yes. Your name, surname as well. Who are you?
I'll finish it.
Yes. When we finish the tour, we have 3 minutes here and we finish the tour. If it's okay for you. Yes.
Where's my phone?
At the finish of the discussion, we have a little souvenir shop. If you want to buy some souvenirs, everything you can use it practical. You can wash it, clean it, it's not a problem. Yes. The symbol, our money has this symbol. It's a symbol of Georgia and symbol of sun. A few information about our place and different items and souvenirs. If you want to buy it, it's okay. If you don't, we can. They give you the signature, name and date when it was made, and only you can buy here. Nowhere in Batumi or in
Can't find the Batumi, yeah.
Yes, because it's Mr. Kemal.
Okay.
Yes. We have 3 minutes left outside and we will finish. If you don't want to choose that, also you can return back and look through it.
Yes.
It is for the tourists because everyone who came here just ask for, I want something like a gift or something to present or something like a souvenir at my home. And for the tourists, Mr. Kemal makes it every single day. It's a stone treating process. In the watermills, they had rounded stones, also ornaments on a stone, metal scaling, how they were making metal items like horseshoes, guns, which instruments they were using it. And it is for the hair, it's not far off here. And also pottery who made different dishes. Nowadays it's mechanically go around. In the century it was wooden. They were using their hands to make different forms, different dishes. For the mix a butter, also pipes here. And the last one is a kind of symbolic tree. First tree is old, you cannot use it. Mr. Kemal grew up a new tree inside. It means every single new generation continues all generations works, and we should not forget about our culture and traditions, who we are in reality, because there is no future without past and roots. Yes, if you give us some comments about our place,
Yes.
we appreciate it. Shall we on our now? Your experience, your opinions about our museum, and when you finish it, name, surname, date, and where are you from? In your language. No Morocco? Oh, you say that where are you from? No problem. Just call them Morocco. You are from Morocco. You can sit down. You can sit down.
디렉터, 이 디렉터 무슨?